right, here we are for the last round, round 5. Playing against Lejay. It's another name I recognize. Probably knows what I'm playing. He's on the play, and he's probably playing a blue deck. If we had an unmask, this hand would be pretty reasonable. As it is, the therapies could be good. Really needs a land pretty early. But actually, well, you know, we have 3. We need 2 lands. Or we need this to resolve. Yeah, it might be too much. We're going to mulligan. Alright, this looks better. Put this on the... I guess we'll put this on top. Yeah, we'll put that on top. The reason for putting this on top is if he discards our Entomb, it gives us another Entomb, which is our therapy. If he counters our Entomb, same thing. Okay, so he will probably discard the Entomb. And we will probably therapy ourselves on turn 1. Even though it doesn't play around days, it is better against 1 mana counter spells. Yeah. Then if that gets countered, then we're looking for a looting. So that's another reason to keep the Gristlebrand on top. I wonder if he checked if I was targeting him or targeting me, because that resolved quite quickly. It's hard to tell. If he thought it was targeting him, maybe he would let it resolve quicker, or he just doesn't have a counter spell. But now he's going to need either a him, which would be really good, or 2 counter spells, or 1 discard and a counter spell. Him would be the best. This card makes me have no idea what he's playing. And I'm not sure what to cast here. I think I cast the Animate Dead, because it plays around Flusterstorm, and he didn't have days. Well, he might have. Plays around Counterstorm, or Oh. Well, it's going to get a Surgical. That's probably a game. So he's playing a black Reanimate, or black Shown Omnitell deck. Probably isn't playing any Gristlebrands, so my chances now are very slim. Next turn I can try and loot. I can try and loot and hit a Chancellor. Chancellor's okay. It's not great. I'm not used to seeing Underground Sea in a Show and Tell deck, but there is... Probably means he's playing like Limdol's Vault, or whatever it's called, Limdol's Vault, which is kind of a cool card. And maybe some discard. Oh yeah, he cast Thoughtseize already, so definitely some discard. 2 on top, Flooded Strand. Get rid of his dual lands. Could just Spell Pierce this, but I think, okay. It's a start, especially since he got rid of his soul land. It can win. It's not super likely to win, but it can. 3-turn clock if it resolves this turn. I guess it's a 3-turn clock if it resolves next turn too. It's just 3 turns starting a turn later. More little Okay. Do we have a therapy? Yeah, the nice thing here about this therapy is that we can flashback therapy and then exhume. He didn't have a force of will that time. I don't think he's looking for a force of will this time. He's looking to kill me now. He didn't shuffle. Blue, he's going to cast another cantrip, and then, yeah. So, if he puts top, I've played against Lejay many a times. Yeah, he put 2 on top. He will take a card with, oh, well, that's a great draw. He will take a card that he doesn't want to hide the card on top with Preordain, which is a pretty smooth move. But now that I have this, it will help me a bit. I'm still going to name either Omniscience here or Show and Tell. I think it's Show and Tell. Because if he Show and Tells in an Emrakul, that's probably good enough. I might have to sack my guy. I'd like to not sack it until next turn. Show and Tell, Preordain, Omniscience. Okay. Well, he put 2 on top, so he might have another another Show and Tell on top, which is really scary, and I would lose. I could now get rid of his Omniscience, but then I guess I would get rid of his Emrakul. But then I can't get back my Chancellor until next turn. Oh boy. Well, shoot. It has to be a Show and Tell on top to really punish me. Which it could be. He kept it on top. It could be a Wish as well. Because Wish, well, he doesn't need Wish. He only needs Show and Tell. The fact is that he only needs Show and Tell. If I take the Emrakul, it will shuffle his library. He will be able to Preordain and Show and Tell in Omniscience if he finds one. It will also shuffle his Show and Tell from the graveyard into his library. But he did keep it on top. And whew, this is tough. I'm almost sure he has a Show and Tell on top. I can't think of anything else he would want on top. He doesn't need anything else. He just needs to Show and Tell. But, so I have to take Emrakul. Okay. And hope he preordains Portly. One top, one bottom. So you put this on top, and then he brainstormed, and then hopefully his brainstorm misses. Okay. Too bad this wasn't in our hand last time. Okay, he got rid of the brainstorm, so he has an Omniscience in his top 3 somewhere, or top 2 in that. Okay, so he probably has an Omniscience in his hand. Bottom, 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 great. Please shuffle. Thinking about it. No shuffle. Okay. Okay. Really, really close game. I think. It may not be as close as like. Oh wow, wow, that was an incredible game. I'm a little bit shocked that I won it. A little shocked I won that one. Didn't think I was going to after the turn 2 surgical extraction game 1. Alright, so Iona's obviously great. A braid? Maybe. Probably not. Serenity seems interesting. Although Omniscience is usually just going to kill me, so maybe not. Gonna cut that because Ashen Rider's just way better, especially against Omnitell. Exhum's pretty good. They don't have Gristlebrand, probably. Cut 2 of these. These are quite good against them, but again, we want to be able to hit for sure first, and then yeah. So, Animate dead. Reanimate gets flustered. Animate doesn't. Reanimate's. I mean, I think we just want all of those. Zoom's the best because you can entomb in response to a surgical. I think we cut a couple of these. The triggers aren't that good. It was good that game, but not really. I'm gonna run it like this. All right. Well, this hand's pretty darn good. It's close to being great, but it's pretty darn good. Like, if he show and tells, we can put in an Iona, maybe. And then he'll need the Emrakul naturally, like, pretty quickly. If he just has a cage here, we're in pretty big trouble. Right, Thoughtseize is okay. We can probably beat a Thoughtseize. He's probably going to take this one. The Animate Dead is the card that seems good against him. Here, usually good. Although I have a lot of those effects, it's the best card in my hand, probably. Alternatively, he could take the Unmask, because it's going to let me peek at his hand. Or it has a couple of modes here. 1, look at his hand, take something. 2, target myself. But I have 2 ways to target myself, so... But taking it would then make me choose. Choose between targeting him and targeting me, rather than having both options, or being able to do both. Okay, that's what he went with. He doesn't want me to do that. I'm going to go for the super risky play here, because he only has 5 cards. He might have kept because of this and then cantrips. Iona getting surgical isn't the end of the world, but it will be good against me. But again, it's not the end of the world. And if he forces one of these spells, that's, again, not the end of the world. And if this resolves, I don't think he can win with black. It's good he took the Unmask, or he would have just probably won no matter what. Okay. Alright. Interesting that he waited to force until I cast the Animate Dead. Makes me wonder if he has something good. Okay, well that's pretty good. It's weird. A little weird. I don't really... I mean, that makes my Iona not kill him, but it makes it so he can't block, or he can't attack, or he can't cast things anymore, except for black spells, if I get it. Okay. That'll be good later, if we draw a Reanimate spell. Looting would be nice. I think he needs to be able to beat me if he casts Show and Tell because he knows I have the Gristlebrand in my hand. I don't think I want to exile Gristlebrand with Unmask. Ever. Gristlebrand's a little too good. Unless I draw another one, then I will, because that'll make him feel safer. Actually, if I draw a Reanimate spell, I might exile Gristlebrand because then I can use Dark Ritual to pay for Flusterstorm to resolve my Reanimate. Okay. That also makes me kind of want to get rid of my Gristlebrand. He'll probably think I have another one, but that's okay. Ashen Rider's very good. I'm going to do it now. I think I'd like to get rid of a card while he has 3. Bringing in the Strix against me is interesting. I'm not sure. It's pretty good against Gristlebrand, but it's not really that good. Surgical. Interesting. Surgical Cunning Wish. I think we have to take the Cunning Wish. Can find an answer to Ashen Rider, but he's not gonna, well... Well, actually, yeah, we have to take the Cunning Wish because he can get us, if he has another Surgical, he can just get it. So, yeah. The Strix will be pretty good against my Ashen Rider if he Show and Tells in the Omniscience. I'm gonna need... This game's gonna be quite difficult. That Surgical is really good against me. He might just be able to kill me with the Strix. We're gonna need more discard. And when I draw a discard, he will Surgical my Iona. Two on top and shuffle, so he drew another Cunning Wish. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that probably gets me. He's gonna get 3 cards. He's gonna get, like, yeah, another Cunning Wish, a Limdul's Vault, a Daze, and a Brainstorm. Okay, Cunning Wish, oh, Brainstorm. Daze is a weird option. He must not have any better ones. Or he's either not playing Limdul's Vault, or he must not be playing it, because that would just get his Emrakul. Release the Ants may or may not be good enough. It is. It's good enough. He revealed an Emrakul. I don't have any 15-mana spells in my deck. That was a pretty good set of draws for him. Hitting the second Cunning Wish. Ashen Rider is pretty good, but not against the Cunning Wish in hand. Chancellor definitely might be even better as long as it doesn't have Emrakul already in hand. Okay, but we still want these things. We're not going to bring that in. That wasn't a mistake, an accident. And what's the last one we want? I guess Therapy. We have 3 Thought Seizes and a Duress. Yeah. Seems right. All right, last game of the league. Hopefully we get this one, and it'll be a 4-1, and it'll be a pretty good league for me. Ooh, this hand not very good. It's okay. Actually, turn 2 with 2 chance retreat. No, not good enough. Okay. Pretty okay. Bad against force of will and surgical extraction. Good against other things. Put that on top. Maybe we can take it a little slower. You might have ley lines. Okay. Okay, we're gonna take it a little slower. If he casts discard, then we'll entomb. Otherwise, we're gonna wait. If we wait, we can. If we get dazed here and discarded, that will be sad times. Maybe we should have played the fetch. Okay, that's okay. Or I shouldn't F6 because he has petals. So we're exiling the Exhume because it can be Flusterstormed, and because we can put Animate Dead on off Show and Tell, which is a thing. Okay. Wow. Two Force Wills. We're gonna take one, and then we're going to cast the Entomb. Hope to draw another one before things get too hairy. And then he'll have Show and Tell Preordain, and we just need another Entomb, or a Looting can give us a chance. If he lets this resolve, he's going to have to force the next spell, and then we'll have Iona in the graveyard, which gives us more good draws, more than just Entomb and Looting. He's thinking about it. He's probably trying to decide if I have another Entomb by this play, or if I have 2 Reanimates. I exile the Reanimate, so it's more likely I have another of those, and for them to be Entomb plus another Reanimate, that would be a little unlikely. So I think forcing is good on his part there. Okay, maybe we'll get a little lucky and draw another one very soon. Sooner rather than later. Okay, so we want a Looting now. The card he kept on top was a Duress. Pretty good. Pretty good. Interesting he's not... I guess he knows he wants to draw the next card. Maybe it's an Omniscience. Okay, we got our good draw, but we don't have the land to cast it. Till next turn. So that was the card he knew. So now he has 3 unknowns that he's looking at now. And he's looking for land plus Omniscience plus Emrakul. Or Wish, or, yeah. Wish, Emrakul, those usually do it, those 2. Chose to not shuffle. Let's see if he preordains as well. He does, interesting. 2 cards on bottom, so he didn't... Alright. So he liked one of those cards. This makes me want to wait a turn. And then Looting becomes very, very good. We have so many hits if this resolves. So he's got a show and tell. Next card's unknown. I think we want Iona. Hopefully, I mean, if he has a wish, so phew. Does he just have it? I mean, he's gonna have something. Double omniscience. Okay, let's get it. Let's get a reanimate spell. Put this thing on blue, and then he has to find a Emrakul. And I think he only plays 1 or 2. So come on, little lucky. Nope, not lucky. Never lucky. I think we want the land. Whoops, well, that's fine. We're gonna want the land anyway, because we're gonna flashback looting next turn, and we want the land in case we hit a reanimate. Baleful Strike's okay. Baleful Strike's okay. I still think Iona on blue will be very promising chance of winning. I don't think they should be in the deck. Okay, well, that's not what we were looking for, but Gristlebrand's pretty good. We're dead to a lot of spells now. Without the Iona in play, we're dead to so many spells. What did he put on top? Noxious Survival probably kills us. It's gonna get him a Ponder. Okay, well, Ponder may or may not kill us. So he'll be drawing a Ponder, casting it. Good chance he'll find what he... Oh, he found the Emrakul. Alright, too bad. Well, that was a fun league anyway. Unfortunately, we didn't win the last round for the 4-1. But some good games. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Have a good day or evening.